With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Here's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing here, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
First down, Howell to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. From the gun, to give to Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard pickup, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes it is.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Midday. Said I couldn't really nap today because I had that thing midday.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
There's nothing really, like there's stuff I have to do, but there's nothing like a time thing.
Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The other time. I forgot. Fuck me.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now Howell. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Howell. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side. And he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Once more, Gibson. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down.
Oh, you keep doing. Why do you keep doing that?
Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there.
I was like, how does it keep flipping over?
Extra point splits the uprights.
I thought it was like a cushion in here and it's like tumbling down. I was like, why does this keep flipping?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
I think somebody was sabotaging.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You want those early holiday shoppers, partner, or you want those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like
she was like close designer or something
like that. He wasn't really going
that.
through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
It's her show. Yeah, she can call herself what she wants.
2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
She's Eve. She's not Eve.
From the gun, Jackson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Trying there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jackson going to run, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Howell throwing on third down here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this
What?
is...
Oh, my gosh, Lamar.
Benjamin St. Juice. And the Commanders will take over possession here. Up at the 40. Got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he should go put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
A give running right, Gibson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Let's go, come on.
His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They go play action with Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz. And
the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
No, we changed it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Oh, Clammy.
Now it's Jackson. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jackson, option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise,
going on
you
over
need to
here?
dial things back a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack that moves him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. It's caught. Mitchell. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now Lamar changing the play. Now Jackson on 1st down. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hold on, ready? Ready, shot!
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they...
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hal down to throw it. Man open left side as well. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
What?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now they go play action with Howell. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. This one left side caught by Gibson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an Air Force State. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Another throw for Howell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Takes off. Long way to go. We'll get there to the 15. That's it. A gain of 5. Here we go.
2nd down and 3. For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. How's going to mix it up here? On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Gibson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Howell. And it is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Take it at the 37. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. This will be caught by Brown. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his good tight end. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On the counter, Gibson.
Oh, what?
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
122 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His sixth touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Point after here coming up. And that will make this a 4-point game.
I'm not sure exactly where Jalen Hurts'
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
Smith is running an inside route in the intermediate area of the field.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Around him and see him up at the top.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Here's second down. Throwing. Jackson. Connecting with Andrews.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I like what they did there. Still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Jackson to throw.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Hey, middle. 13. Shut up.
Jackson. That is caught. Bateman.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Here now, 3rd down. Here's Jackson.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, and bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
quick.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. Start here at the 25. They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared.
This ball intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Baltimore, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Things up, and they get the takeaway down there in the red zone, and they've been able to pitch this shutout in the second half and kind of wait for their offense to get it going a little bit. They finally did. Chiefs, who in this second half has gone punt, fumble, punt, are now faced with 3rd and 8. Yeah, they just have been a little off, on some of these throws. We've seen a couple drops in this game, but then on this play, when Mahomes comes out to the right, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he's going to be the target. And it's an open receiver that's nowhere close. He shut this play down as Brandon Graham came across. To hear what John says about this, because Brandon Graham, you said, Joe, he comes into the neutral zone and then he gets back. But Juwan Taylor, he moves. The center movement, I don't see it as quick and abrupt, which would create the false start. These linemen get up softly, slowly, and look at the quarterback. I don't see it the way that they did. So it goes against the Chiefs to make it 3rd and 12.